So a while back I did a video on a fragrance from this house that really reminded me of another popular fragrance. And by looking up the information on today's fragrance, it's reminding people of another popular fragrance in the same house. Is it going to smell like that one? Stay tuned to find out. So today's video is going to be another first impressions and update video. This time I come from the house of Missoni. We have Missoni Wave. And here is the box here. I do not have, this is going to be a proper unboxing video because I do not have the proper box that it comes in. This was a gift set that I got at TJ Maxx. I think it was on sale for like 60 bucks. You can probably find this one a lot cheaper online if I end up liking it. I will let you guys know if it's any good. But like I mentioned in the opening, this fragrance has been reminding people of another fragrance that's very popular. And I will go back to my first video I did on just the original Missoni Pour Homme. And that fragrance actually reminded me a lot of Bleu de Chanel from the house of Chanel. And ironically, this fragrance has been reminding people of another fragrance from Chanel. So is Missoni... are they sort of a Chanel cologne house? Maybe, I'm not really sure, but here is the gift set. It comes with a, I guess, deodorant, which I don't think I've ever used a deodorant in a gift set before. It comes with a 10 ml spray, and it comes with a 100 ml bottle here. So let's take a look at this bottle. And if you guys remember my first video, I will link the first video of Missoni Pour Homme down in the description below. But here's the bottle. I'm not going to go in too much time with this bottle just because I don't have the box and everything else, but these are fairly inexpensive. I think I found 100 ml on Fragrance X for like 60 bucks. I'm sure you can find, if you guys trust eBay, you guys can find that on there for around 40, I think. And I don't think anyone's going to be faking this fragrance, honestly. But yeah, so here's the bottle. Nice heavy metal on the outside, plastic on the inside, silver step-up atomizer. Oh, it has a nice magnet on there too, so that's nice. Nice blue bottle. Again, here is the rest of the set there. So, Missoni Wave from the house of Missoni is a men's citrus aromatic fragrance released in 2020. The nose behind this fragrance is Christophe Reynard, and it is an eau de toilette concentration. The notes for this fragrance, in the top we have sea notes, mandarin, and citruses, which is crazy because I thought mandarin was citruses, but whatever. In the mid we have clary sage, lavender, rosemary, pelargonium, which I think is a fancy word for geranium. You guys can look that one up on your own. And in the base we round things off with vanilla orchid, oak moss, vetiver, and patchouli. So yeah, guys, and I will say the fragrance that people are saying this one really reminds them of is Chanel Allure Homme or Chanel Allure Homme Sport, which again is another fragrance from the house of Chanel. So what is going on with this house? I don't know. I'll let you guys know pretty quick if this one does remind me of that, because I do really like that fragrance. Now, I do know that the Chanel Allures, they both have, the Extreme and the regular one, they both have tonka bean in that fragrance, so it makes it nice, and it's a little sporty and a little blue, but it's very sweet and creamy and thick and heavy. So I'm not sure if this one's going to have that, but I'm looking forward to trying this one. So let's get this fragrance a first impression. All right, here we go. Clean hand. Now it is cold outside, but I'm hoping that the vanilla orchid in this and a couple of other notes that I read, people were saying this one does smell like that one, so it's going to be very sweet, and apparently it's very heavy for a blue fragrance. We'll see, but hopefully it does the trick in the cold weather outside. Not really sure if I'll be doing this one justice because it's not hot. This is a blue fragrance, but let's try it anyway. Here we go. Straighten up this atomizer here. A couple sprays, clean hand. Here we go. Okay, good sprayer. Okay, definitely getting that opening from Allure Homme Sport, but it's not exact. This is way sharper, way citrusy, more citrusy. It has like that oceanic tinge to it that Allure Homme brings to the table. And it's funny, someone also in for granted, I didn't really write this one down too much because, or I didn't write it down here, but I remember it because I just honestly didn't think it was going to remind me of it. But some people were saying this reminds them of Versace Pour Homme, which is the blue bottle that comes with a Medusa head on it. I get that in this as well. I'm getting that a lot right now. So I get a little bit of that creamy sweetness from Chanel Allure. But I'm really getting like that blue Versace Pour Homme salty vibe that I got with that fragrance. And that fragrance is very popular. Even though it doesn't have the best performance, that one gets a lot of compliments. And this does remind me of that one. I get a little bit of the Chanel. I'm kind of glad it doesn't smell too much like Chanel Allure. I mean, sort of not, because honestly, that fragrance holds its value. That the Chanels all hold their value pretty much. So those are still going for a pretty decent price, pretty hefty price. I mean, and so if you could find a fragrance that smells like a Chanel that's cheaper, then obviously it's gonna be a decent buy. But honestly, this does remind me a lot more of the Versace Pour Homme, and those are, you can find those for a pretty decent price now, like cheaper price compared to retail. But I will say that this is a nice little cross between both of those fragrances, and that's not a bad thing. That's actually a really good company to be keeping. For a fragrance to remind me of those two, this fragrance might make some noise. I'm kind of upset that it's not hot outside. I really didn't want to wait, honestly, and wait till it got hot outside before I wore this one, because I'd be kind of doing this fragrance a disservice. I want to hurry up and review this one for you guys. But this does smell really, really nice. Citrusy, it's clean, it's blue. Got some of the seaside notes. I mean, it does have sea notes in the top. All the citrusy notes. Not too green from the clary sage. Not like super barbershoppy with the lavender. It's a little. It's a tad bit green, I guess, from the clary sage and the rosemary, or it's herbal a little bit. I'm not getting a lot of that pelargonium or the geranium. I'm not getting a lot of that, thank goodness, because I don't really like a lot of geranium in my fragrances. The vanilla orchid is giving a bit of a thickness and a bit of a sweetness, but overall it's going to be those C notes and the citruses right now that I'm getting. But this is not a bad fragrance. I'm guessing those base notes will really be kicking a little bit later, because I'm not getting any vetiver or patchouli. Does this remind me of the original Missoni? No, it does not. The original Missoni, to my nose anyway, smells not identical, but pretty close to Bleu de Chanel. That's very citrusy and heavy on the vetiver. This one, like I said, C notes, citrus notes, a little bit of sea salt. I think I already said C notes, but a little salty, little marine, citrusy, clean. This is a good fragrance. I'm already telling you guys this right now. It smells really, really nice. So if I had to pick one of the two from the line, I'm going to have to definitely go with this one. Like, just like that. I'm not going to... the other one's not a bad fragrance, but this one definitely is going to stand out a lot more. And it smells right now like it's going to have some strength to it, some pop, some performance, which is great for warm weather fragrances. And this isn't eau de toilette, and I really did think that the Missonis were eau de parfums, but I guess not. Because I want to say when the first Missoni came out, it was called Parfum Pour Homme, I thought, but maybe not. But yeah, so this fragrance, again, smells really, really nice. Not going to take up too much more of your time for this half of the video. Going to wear this fragrance tonight and over the next few days. Give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. What's up, guys? Just want to do a quick update on the Missoni Wave. And it's been a few months since I did the first half of the video. I think it was maybe January, so it's still cold outside. And I wanted to wait a while till it got warmer before I did the update. I've done some other videos since then. But glad I did, because this one does work better in the warmer weather, as you can tell from the fact that it's called Wave, and an aquatic fragrance in a blue bottle. But I did like this fragrance. I did spray it beforehand, but I wanted to spray it again. I do really like this fragrance. Not going to spend a lot of time, because I most likely will be repeating what I said in the first half of the video. So I just had to rewatch the first half of the video. That way I won't repeat too much of what I said in the first half. But I do like this fragrance. Yes, it reminds me of Versace Pour Homme, and yes, it reminds me of Chanel Allure Homme Sport and Sport Eau Extreme. The only difference is this fragrance does not have tonka bean, as far as for Granica says. It smells like there's some in there, and I think that's from the vanilla, because there is sweetness in there. There's some thickness and heaviness. Now, I didn't try these side by side with the Versace Pour Homme or the two Chanel Allure Homme Sports, but to my knowledge, this fragrance does smell like those fragrances. So, like I said in the first half, that is very good company to keep. This fragrance is affordable. I think I said you can probably get a 100 ml for $40. I will put the current price right here, like the lowest price I can get for either 1.7 or 100 ml. I will say I do like this fragrance. If you like those fragrances, you're going to love this one. The Chanel's, they hold their value. That Versace, I've seen it here and there, like at Marshall's and TJ Maxx, but they still value that one really, really high. So this would be a great, cheaper alternative to those fragrances. And you get like 100 ml of this juice for maybe half the price, if not less than that. Like I said, the Chanel's do hold their value. I did get decent longevity with this fragrance. Just really all depends on the time of year you wear this, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I got 6 hours for sure, 6 to 8 if you wear it on your clothes. I don't like spraying my clothes, so I will say I got 6 hours for sure with this fragrance in the longevity department, and for with the price that you're paying. And honestly, I think that the ones that I'm comparing this to, they last. The Versace lasts way less than that. The Chanel Allure Homme Sport Extreme might last around 6 hours, if not a little bit more. But for the price you're paying for this, that's decent longevity for this fragrance. The projection wasn't great. I will say, this is a warmer weather fragrance, so you are going to do best to wait for the warmer weather. That will definitely help in the projection category. Not a beast by any means, but it does get the job done. First couple of hours, first 2 or 3 hours were pretty good with this fragrance. Gets pretty close to the skin after that. Does turn into a skin scent, but, not that bad. Seasons for this fragrance, if you guys haven't guessed already, is going to be the warmer months of the year, so spring, summer, and early fall. This one doesn't have the worst performance, but I do think that the summertime will definitely amp up any issues you've had in that category. Because this one definitely is a blue fragrance. It smells, has the aquatic notes, has the citrus notes. Definitely going to be best in the warmer weather. It does have, just has that feel for summer. Even though it's a little bit thicker, overall, this one's going to be best for the warmer and hotter months of the year. Occasions, man, that's going to be a little bit of a, maybe all occasions, honestly. Maybe not the club, but this one can be worn casually because of the citrus notes, because of the freshness of it. But I think this one could be worn at night just because it has that vanilla note in it, and it makes it a little bit thick. So you have the citrus freshness on top, but when you get to the vanilla, a little bit later on in this fragrance, it gets nice and thick and heavier and sweeter. Think you might be able to pull this one off for like date night, evening events. I think it does have that sexiness. And honestly, whenever I did own the Chanel Allure Homme Extreme, I wore that one out at night, and I thought that one was the perfect blend of both worlds. Casual day wear and evening wear, and definitely safe for work. You can definitely wear this fragrance for work and you won't have any issues there. The only issue might be no club. I think you can probably wear this one and might be noticed, but overall, if you guys are, wanting the really strong, super, the fragrance that just projects and really hits people from across the room, this isn't going to be it, but it's not that bad in that category. Ages, man. Gonna say 20 and up can probably wear this fragrance, and you can easily afford this fragrance. I would maybe go up a little bit with the 25 and up, but this doesn't have the tonka bean in it, so I do think it's super safe. Not saying tonka bean is a challenging note. I just think that maybe the nuttiness might throw some noses off, but this one doesn't have it. It's very citrusy, fresh. It's a little salty from the seaside notes, and it's a little sweet from the vanilla. All very safe notes. It's a little green as well. This fragrance isn't going to offend anybody, and I definitely think the younger guys can afford this one and pull it off. Overall, like this fragrance. Would consider it a cheap but good fragrance if you can find it for around $30-35. But again, I haven't checked the most updated price. I probably already posted it by now. But I do like this fragrance. And if you guys are a fan of the Chanel Allure Homme Extreme, Sport Extreme, or the original, you're going to love this fragrance. I think this is a steal for the price. I think that this, if you like those, you're going to love this one. If you like Versace Pour Homme, you're going to love this one. And this one has better performance than that one. This one probably has better performance than the Chanel Allure Homme Sport, the original. Might rival the Extreme. But, you know, I didn't get a chance to do that. This is just going off of memory alone. So you guys can let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the performance when it comes to comparing them. But, guys, I think this is a good fragrance. Now that it's starting to get warm. Warm outside. It's spring right now. And it's going to be getting hot here pretty soon. This is going to be a nice fragrance, guys. I used to love, and I still love it. I just don't have it anymore. But I used to love that Chanel Allure Homme Sport. I thought it was a gem. I thought it was a really unique take on a fresh fragrance. If you like that fragrance, you're going to love this one. Again, I don't know what's going on with Missoni, like why they're like cloning, if you want to call it cloning, Chanel fragrances. Like I said, their last one was like Blue de Chanel, and this one is like the Allure Homme Sport. Kind of funny, and not really sure that's what they're going for, but who knows, guys. But yeah, I think you guys should get your nose on this fragrance. I found this one at TJ Maxx, I think. So most likely this one will be popping up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls over the summer when it starts getting a lot warmer, guys. So let me know your thoughts on Missoni Wave, guys. Have you tried this fragrance? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below, and let me know what you think about this fragrance, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos. First set of content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll have first set of photos and future contest winners. As always, till the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.